Going on, everyone? How is everyone doing? What's up, Bino? How you doing? All right. So, what's up, Jeffrey? How are you? So, Victor asked, if you follow my trades, but you buy 1 to 2 weeks out rather than 0 DTE to keep your losers in control and have a tighter stop loss, would that still work? Not really. You know, profit's going to be smaller, losses are going to be smaller, risk to reward is not going to be there. You know, if you want to trade 1 to 2 weeks out, trade on a higher time frame. You know, you're going to have to be more patient with setups, which is fine. It's totally fine. It's a little bit more of a safer strategy. You know, the only way I can average 15 to 20% months is by, you know, doing 0 DTE and, you know, the higher risk trades. You know, I'm willing to go down 10 to 15% in my account 1 month or 2 months for those, you know, for the 9 to 10 months of 15 to 20% positive, right? The risk is worth it, right? I average about 3 red months per year, 2 to 3 red months per year over the last 10 years. And I typically, on those red months, go down about 15 to 20%, which is fine, right? It's fine. Because I know, you know, the rest of the months, I'm going to go up 15 to 20%. Some months are higher. Some months are 25%. Some months are lower. Some months are 10%, you know, but typically about 2 to 3 months, I'm down about 10 to 15% or so. Average was like 14% or something, I think. So hopefully that clears something up for you. All right, Qs. Everything's green here pre-market, which, you know, playing upside, I don't know how I feel about it. Every single pop we've seen has been sold off. Right? Pop, sell off, pop, sell off. Almost broke out over that previous resistance, sold off. Popped, sold off. Look where we are, right? We are at a support. So, you know, that's one thing. Right? Previous support, we kind of broke through yesterday. We're kind of bouncing off, kind of a little dead cap bounce or so. You know, I don't really believe in the upside here. Even though we are at support, I'm still going to be cautious with playing calls. I'd rather play puts into a resistance. Do I think that the percent will increase, decrease with the 10K account size? No, nothing's going to change except the amount of contracts. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. SPY. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. SPY. So we have this previous support here, right? Previous support here. Fell through yesterday, but now we're reclaiming at 0.4% here pre-market. You know, going on a smaller time frame, it looks decent, right? It's kind of pushing back up, but I'm gonna see if we test 428.72, right? This previous support acted as resistance. You know, it's not a bad area to take puts into. Also, this 429.62, right? This previous double top here. So that's pretty much what my plan is going to be. I don't really believe in this push here. So that's that. VIX broke out over this 18.41 resistance that I had drawn out, right, with previous support. Acted as resistance here, pushed through, reclaimed. So if this can start to break down now again, below this 18, if it can break below 18, then it looks fine for upside SPY. But if it continues to push up over this high again, over for 1841, we're going to see some more downside. All right, those are the levels. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. NVIDIA, let's take a look at these individual setups here. So NVIDIA, right, resistance, had these higher lows put in place. Right, kind of had this double bottom here at this previous support. We broke out, but we pulled back. It's kind of testing it again. Regarding an entry point here, you know, we could go long, but again, right, just like what I've been saying, I'm hesitant going long here, just because, you know, everything's kind of in a downtrend. You know, it's a little riskier. So, you know, you want to go long, I would add some time. So like what Victor said, it's not a bad idea to go 1 to 2 weeks out and play a higher time frame setup. That way you're not going to get killed by theta. You know, size smaller, go long with a, you know, with a smaller size position, and, you know, trade on a higher time frame. So that's not a bad idea. So, you know, over 425 maybe, right? This previous resistance here. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. We've got to see how it looks at open. Google, right? Google approached the shelf, right? Resistance, support, kind of bounced right off of it, but still looks pretty weak. If it pushes back up to this previous support of 130, it starts to inject. You know, it's a spot where I would look to take puts again. Everything looks pretty weak. Right, Amazon down 4% yesterday. Huge weakness. I mean, huge weakness. Right into this previous support. Right, kind of holding there. It's trying to hold, but still, we're in this downtrend right now. So, you know, until we can consolidate again like this and then break out, is when I would look to take calls. Right, this is what I look for when I'm looking for a change of direction. But you know, it failed. Right, it failed. But this is what we look for in a change of direction. If this broke out here, that's when I would start to look for a trend like this, right? We break out, we pull back, we consolidate a little bit, we break out again. This is how the market works, right? It pushes up to the resistance up here, right? We reject again, we consolidate, we kind of fake out, and then we push up again. right? That's how the market moves. So that's what I would look for. I need to see some sort of consolidation here, based form for any upside. Let's redo this Tesla chart here. Go on a higher time frame. So Tesla, take a look at this chart here. All right, Tesla's still under this, I'm pretty sure, by the way. Yeah, look at that. All right, so Tesla is under from this resistance here in 2021. Rejected, 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 making lower and lower highs. And here we are. So let's draw out the main levels, right? So this resistance here, right? Previous resistance, acted as support, acted as resistance. All right, that's the first level. Let's see. Next level I'm going to draw is right there, right? Support, support, acted as resistance, support, and here we are again, right? Acting as support. And we're kind of creating these higher lows. You know, regarding a trend line here, it's tough. You know, you could draw it like this. It's just not the best. Looks pretty good for downside, honestly. Right, Tesla looks pretty good for a break below here. All right, how I would go about doing that is take an entry around. We got to see how it reacts at this previous level here, but if it starts to reject there, we could take an entry around there, have a stop loss there, first price target there, first to reward is about 4 to 1, and then if this breaks down, we're probably going to push to somewhere around there, 230, 7 to 1. I do like that setup though to the downside, so we'll watch that. Yeah, I want to watch that. Everyone can drop a like on the video. Appreciate it. Guys, also follow me on TikTok. I'm going to stream on TikTok more. Just to try it out. Let me post a link. Just to try it out. Yeah, I'll go over Meta in 1 second here. There's the link. Go follow that. All right, Rivian. Let's take a look. You know, it broke this downtrend. It broke out, pulled back a little bit, sitting over this previous support. Right, was a resistance, pushed through, pulled back. Now this because, you know, it's trying to see some continuation here. Just a typical textbook chart. So you could watch that for continuation if you want, actually. Apple broke down yesterday after bouncing off this trend line multiple times. Right, so many times it bounced off that level. But still, it still looks pretty weak. It's up 0.5% here. But how do I see Rivian? It looks pretty good, right? We had this downtrend, we broke out, we consolidated, pulled back again, kind of created a higher low here. We have this previous resistance, which is now acting as a support, right? Then it acted as resistance here. We broke through, we pulled back, right? Doing a little bit of a retest, right? Typical market structure, right? You push up into resistance, you pull back, you break through, you pull back, and then you continue. Right? It's typically how it all works. So it looks pretty solid. Looks pretty solid. Shop's been just getting killed. Since it broke that downtrend, it's been absolutely getting murdered. Yeah, Meta has been consolidating a bit here. All right, flat bottom here, multiple lower highs. It's consolidating very, very tightly here. You know, we could definitely watch this over this previous resistance here. 300.86. Set an alert there. We could watch to go long there. That looks very good. So I'll watch that. Netflix still sitting at this low, right? Previous resistance, acting as support now, but that's not really something I like to trade. So I'll stay away from that. PayPal, no. Microsoft, no. BABA, let's take a look. So BABA, we have this trend line. Kind of iffy. Could draw it like this. Not like that though. Right, we have this previous resistance here. Was a support. This support here. So still in this range. No setup really here on BABA. AMD also just in this range, right? Previous support, resistance up above, support. Thoughts on prop firms? It's silly. They just collect their fees and bank off the poor. So that's really all I'm watching. SPY and QQQ, look, you know, there's really no setups there. Tesla and Meta are the best setups here. And that's it. Roblox you're watching? Let's take a look. So, all right, previous support, it's kind of bouncing off there. I'm assuming you're trying to just play the continuation to the upside. And that's it. So, you got a meta event today? Oh, didn't know. Didn't know. Yeah, so I see Princeton. I see your chart. Looks like this. You know, that looks good too. All right, both look good. So we'll definitely watch this to the upside here. Only thing is, right, SPY and QQQ upside. You know, it's not bad. You know, maybe a push to 357 here on this previous level up above. Maybe a push to you know, 428 or 429 here at that big level above. And then a sell-off. So that's that. Gonna go get the Zoom set up. Appreciate everyone's stopping by. If you guys can drop a like on the video before we head out, that'd be great. Views have been dying. We used to have like 150 people. Not anymore. Everyone's quitting trading. Right, 1 to 2 bad months and everyone quits. Can't let that affect you guys. Right, you have to stick through it. Right, you have to stick through it. Okay, I will see you guys on the Zoom.